Welcome to Best Practices, our series showcasing the concepts you need to know to solve highly specialized building envelope challenges. We are in Arkadelphia, Arkansas at our RISE Building Products Testing Facility. In this video, we're going to show you tips and best practices for torch application of SBS finish plies. Ensuring a successful installation is about understanding details, so let's cover some commonly asked questions. First question we often address is how to best prepare for torch application of SBS finish plies. Before any torching begins, preparation and safety are key. For these videos, we're working in our well-ventilated RISE testing facility. On your job site, make sure everyone is wearing personal protective equipment and the base ply surface is clean, dry, and ready to receive the finish ply. If the base ply is stained or excessively oxidized, you may need to address this before installing the finish ply. This could include priming or even applying an additional layer of base ply. Working from the low point of the roof, dry set the finish ply and center it over the side laps of the underlying base ply. Use a chalk line to orient the first course. Stagger in laps at least 3 feet from both the underlying base ply laps and adjacent finish ply courses. Cut dog ears on the overlapping corners to prevent right angles at T-joints and improve sealing. Then, dip the ends of the core into a pail of water as a precaution and back roll the sheet from one end to the midpoint, keeping tension on the opposite end of the roll to maintain alignment. Probably the most common questions for torch application of SBS finish plies focus on understanding recommended application techniques. Here are some key steps. Torch application can be accomplished using a single burner hand torch or a 7-burner torch wagon, but avoid using 5-burner wagons. If you're using a hand torch, apply heat in a steady L pattern, directing the flame at the junction between the base ply and the new finish ply, including a focus on the selvage edge of the previously installed sheet to ensure that the side lap bonds correctly. Direct flame away from previously completed work. Keep in mind that the hottest part of the flame is at the very tip of the cone. For torch wagons, adjust flame intensity and speed for uniform asphalt flow across the roll. You're aiming to fuse the base and finish plies into one monolithic membrane. Watch for complete burn-off of the release film and monitor bleed out, no more than 1/4 inch. Never direct flame toward adjacent materials and avoid overheating sheets. If granules begin to sink into the bitumen, the sheet has been overheated and may require correction. If you need to pause application mid-roll, pull out the asphalt puddle and back roll a few inches to prevent creation of a solid asphalt ridge. Then, once installed, spread and embed granules into bleed out while the bitumen is still hot. Another common question: how are end laps properly finished with torch application of SBS finish plies? Lap integrity is critical to the long-term performance of the system. The dog ear cut prevents right angles at step downs, improving sealing at T-joints. Granule surfaces must be prepared before being lapped. There are 2 methods to do this. One is embedding granules using a torch and hot trowel. The second is priming with asphalt primer and allow to dry before overlapping. Torch the end lap with the sheet in contact with the core, then flop the tail into place in one clean motion. Once the membrane cools, probe all side and end laps, especially T-joints, to ensure a complete bond. If dry laps are found, reseal with torch and hot trowel. So that's an overview of torch application of SBS finish plies. Here's a summary of best practices. Watch for complete burn-off to ensure membrane is fully bonded. Always follow applicable torch safety protocols, including having extinguishers on site and performing a fire watch after application. It's not just best practice, it's critical. Monitor the weather. Cold temperatures, wind, and precipitation can affect application efficiency and quality. Avoid walking on freshly torched membranes. Give them time to cool. And above all, consult the Siplast system specifications for every project. Thanks for watching. For more guidance and step-by-step installation videos, visit siplast.com or connect with your local Siplast representative. Siplast is with you every step of the way.